Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Trailhead Ranger NJ, and we were doing this series of trail mix, that is unlock your data with data cloud, and we are learning about the data cloud alongside following with this trail mix. In our previous video we have covered this project, that is create a data stream in data cloud. So in this video we'll be talking about packaging and data kits in data cloud. So you might have came across with it if you have worked upon the data cloud. So let's check that out. What is the packaging and the data kits? So we'll start with it, and our first module in this is data cloud packaging and extensibility. So there are some terms and the concept which we usually focus on, or you might have came across with it already even in your standard salesforce org such as sales or the developer org. So first is the metadata. So what exactly is the metadata? Metadata is nothing but a data which describes the other data. So basically what we can say, the data which is present in your salesforce org, it will describe this it will describe that data. Metadata is used for that. It usually includes fields, configuration, process definitions, and the code which make up our data cloud environment or any other environment. Now if we talk about Salesforce package, what exactly it is a container which consists of the custom object as well as the metadata, and this package can be installed on one or many orgs. So basically if we are having a requirement that we want some custom object or maybe some metadata have in one or more org, we can just utilize the package. In that case we don't have to uh, migrate the data from one org to another or have the complex deployment procedure. We can utilize that, and even using the package we can share the data with the other Salesforce user as well. So when creating a managed package with the data cloud metadata, we must isolate the data cloud metadata from the other Salesforce metadata by creating the separate packages that contain only data cloud metadata. So you are aware that we can enable the data cloud feature in our Salesforce org, then we consider it as a home org. So in that case if we are utilizing that org and we want to send that data, like we want to send the package which is including the data cloud metadata as well as the Salesforce metadata, then we must create separate packages for these two, and then avoid these dependencies and share it with other user. Then we have second generation managed packaging. So Salesforce has first generation managed packaging which we refer it to as 1GP, and then we have second generation managed packaging which we refer it as 2GP. So usually just I can say that the 2GP version is the upgrade of the 1GP, and from now onwards we'll be utilizing that. And this is a better way for the app exchange partners to develop, distribute and manage their apps and the metadata. Then we have data kit. Data kit is the very crucial term which is being used in the data cloud. So whenever we are creating some calculated insight or the segment, we are getting an option that if we want to create it using the package or the package and the data kit. So in that case if we want to understand what exactly is the data kit is a portable and the customized bundle of a packageable metadata. So basically we have created a packageable metadata that is using the package, and if we want that bundle to be customized and we want it to be a portable which is being created within the data cloud, then we can say that this is a data kit. It basically organizes the data cloud metadata in the form of templates, and we can directly run it using the UI without writing any line of code. We'll talk about more that how we can do that. Then we have development cycle. So basically for the package creation, what development cycle we follow? First of all, we'll plan and gather the requirements, that what relevant stakeholders needs to define and what they want the app to do. Then we create the package through the Salesforce user interface, or even the CLI we can utilize. Then we will test the package if it is working fine or not, if it is having all the data required for the installation in other orgs or not. Then we will make the iterative changes to fix issues. Suppose while testing we came across some of the issues, then we can fix it out. Then we can perform the user acceptance testing as well, test the final test before releasing it for the end user, and then we can just distribute the app through the app exchange. Let's come to the quiz. Our first question is, what would you use to bundle data cloud metadata before you package it? First option is data kit. Second option is unmanaged package. Third option is data actions, and the last would be calculated insights. So data kit should be the correct answer. Now second question is, where can a Salesforce partner list its application? So first option is Stack Exchange, second is App Exchange, third option is Salesforce apps, and the last would be partner apps. So Salesforce provides us with a platform App Exchange where we can list our application. So that should be the correct answer. Let's check. And it is correct. Let's move on to the next unit. That is package data cloud functionality. So we'll be digging more deep into the packaging, that how we can create it or how do we need to manage it. So first of all, we should enable our data cloud for the scratch orgs. So basically, to enable the data cloud for scratch orgs, if we are linking it with the partner business org, there is this functionality that which allow us to utilize the data cloud metadata in the scratch org, or even to package a data kit. So for that we need to enable that option. If you are not having that option enabled, or you are not able to find that option in your scratch org of the data cloud, you need to reach out to your Salesforce partner support and log a case that you need to enable that in your scratch org, and then they will do that. Now after that we need to create a dev hub and a namespace org. So dev hub org is basically an org which manages the scratch orgs used in the development and the testing. If you have already done some development, or even you have utilized the Salesforce CLI, you might be aware that using the VS Studio we are having a main dev hub org, and there then we can create scratch orgs which are having a lifetime of 30 days, maximum lifetime of 30 days. So there we can utilize that. And namespace org is nothing but a developer edition org where we can specify the namespace which we would like to use for our packages. So basically how we can do it, we need to have the partner business org in which we can enable the dev hub and the second generation managed packaging, that is the 2GP. Then we need to create a namespace org and specify the namespace in that org, and then in the dev hub org we need to register that namespace which we have just created. After doing all of this, we need to set up our development environment. For that we can create a project in the VS Studio. You can utilize that. There are some commands mentioned, otherwise you can just utilize the command palette as well there. Utilizing the Salesforce CLI or the command palette, you need to create a scratch org as well. So that's how you can do it. Now let's come to the quiz. Our first question is, what is the purpose of a dev hub org in the context of second generation managed packaging? So our first option is to manage scratch orgs used in development and testing. Second option is to provide a temporary disposable testing environment. Third option is to specify the namespace for your packages. And the last option would be to enable data cloud for scratch orgs. So first option should be the correct one in this scenario. Now coming to the second question, which of the following is a step in the managed 2GP process for data cloud apps? First option is developing a data kit. Second option is deleting the namespace org. Third option is creating a dev hub org. And the last option is A and C. So A and C should be the correct answer. Let's check. And it is correct. Let's move on to the next unit, that is create and package a data kit. So we have already talked about what is the data kit, but why do we use the data kits? So basically with the data kits we have talked about that. First of all, it allows us an option to create it without using a piece or line of code. It provides us a feature that where we can create this on the Salesforce user interface, and also it helps us to create the templates. So yeah, we can reuse the schema through the templates. Then we can deploy the data kit to the multiple data spaces in the same org, and it will allow us to enhance the flexibility. Now how we can create a data kit? So basically you can go to the data cloud setup and you will search for the data kit. There you can click on new button, and then you can follow up these steps and you will be able to create a new data kit in your org. And you can even add the bundle name. You can select the data stream for which you want to create the package. That's how you'll be able to create the data kit. Then how do you want to set up the publishing sequence? Again, there is a tab for the publishing sequence. There you can select that and click on edit sequence, and then you can set the sequence of connectors, data streams, transforms, calculated insights, and the DMOs. Now we have created the data kits, but what about a managed package with the data kit? How can we create that? So again, there are some of the Salesforce CLI command which is present there. You can utilize that. You can create your managed package with the data kit using that. Now we'll come to the quiz. Our first question is, data kits are created in the data stream tab of the data cloud. So no, I don't think so, because we are going to the setup and there we are creating it. Second question is, if you hope to distribute your data kit, what's the next step after creating a data kit? First option is create a managed package. Second is create an unmanaged package. Third is create another dev hub org. And the last option is distribute the data kit on App Exchange. So I believe first option should be the correct. Let's check. And it is correct. Let's move on to the last unit of this module, that is install and test your data cloud package. So we have created the data kit, we have created the package with data kit. Now we want to test it before installing it somewhere so that it can avoid the common errors by the user. So we can test our package using this Salesforce CLI command. Then we can install a package with the data kit as well. There are some steps. You will have that option by searching for install a package. There you can do it, and based on your requirement you can select the option for installation. After the installing it done, you can deploy the components of your data kit, which is very important part. Then we can deploy the data streams for the data kit as well, because data kit will be having the data streams. So we can go to the data cloud and select the data stream tab, and after clicking on new we can select the option of installed data kits and package, and select our data kit bundle, and then it will allow us to install the data stream which is present in the data kit. Similarly, we can deploy a calculated insight from data kit as well. We have an option from create from a package and create from a data kit. I believe in new version we are having it all together. You can check that out in your data cloud, and then we can update a data kit as well. In the setup we can search for data kits and then select the option of update. Yeah, so these are some of the things that you need to do for testing the data kit, and then following up with the installation of the data kit and the package in your data cloud. Now if we will come to the quiz, our first question is true or false. That is, a calculated insight can be created from a data kit. Yes. Second question is, what should you check if you get an installation error for a standard package? First option is environment setup, second is package type, third option is VPN status, and the last is org edition. So first option should be the correct one. We should always check the environment setup if we are getting an installation error. So let's check. And we are done with this module, that is packaging and data kits in the data cloud, and in our next video we'll be covering another module, that is the data cloud solutions on App Exchange quick look. It should be a very short module. So stay tuned, and if you like the video, please like it and subscribe the channel. Thank you.